And as we celebrate this great milestone, I'm Rosemary Nankabro. I'll be with you, taking you through this great day. To stay with us.
Ugandans in the diaspora celebrated Uganda's 50th independence at El Shaddai Christian Center, also known as the Hippodrome. The event was well organized and well attended. It was in two phases. Phase 1 took place during the day, which was about business and networking. Our reporter Rosemary Nankabiro spoke to some of the exhibitors.
And joining me now is CALM Africa representatives. Let's talk about your organization and how you're helping Uganda now that we're 50. But let's first talk about how long have you been doing this?
So we started as a community-based organization in 1985, and then we grew and in 2004 turned into a local NGO. So we've been doing what we're doing since 2004.
All right, yes. So fantastic. So what do you think? I know you're not Ugandan, but Uganda is celebrating 50 years. What do you think is the thing we should celebrate the most?
There are so many things that we love about Uganda, but mostly for us it's the people and the warmth of the people of Uganda. That's what we love. That's what we took away when we volunteered with our charity in Uganda, and it stayed in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So what do you think? You've had so many people who are unhappy. What, in your opinion, should they think about as Uganda turns 50, rather than being down about the bad leadership and all the problems that have been going on?
Well, actually, there are a lot of exciting things. So in our charity, what we're looking at doing is very much looking forward to the ways that we can help children and advocate for children in new ways. So, for example, we want to build on fostering work. So rather than taking children in and keeping them in institutions for learning and vocational skills, we want to bring them back into the communities through fostering. Mm-hmm. So giving them the home experience, but still giving them the education, the vocational training they need to get ahead in life.
All right. Just one question. Why did you choose to take your charity to Uganda and not somewhere else?
It grew up in Uganda, so it was based in Rakai. And then we have an arm in the UK that fundraises and promotes skills and skills learning for the charity in Uganda. So we're partners.
All right. Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you, Rose.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
And you.
It's actually been 50 years since Uganda got her independence. And you know it's 50 years when you have SIM cards that you can use in London and in Uganda. Before I confuse you, let's talk to the people who are in charge of Visa Africa. Thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Talk to me a little bit about how this works.
Okay, basically it's a prepaid SIM card, so you just put it in your existing mobile phone, then you buy the top-up vouchers. Today if you top up with £10, you get 45 minutes free to call Uganda, and then the standard rates are inside, so it's 4p to call a landline and 9p for a mobile, basically. So that's after the £10 runs out, basically, you get that.
Oh yeah, talk to me about the fact that you say that if I'm in London and I put, say, £1 on my phone, and I can actually transfer the credit onto a phone back.
Okay, yeah, so we have free credit transfer airtime. So if you top up with £1 or anything, you can translate it into Ugandan credit on their mobile phones back there for free, no extra added card.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you Ugandan?
No, I'm not, but I use it sometimes to call Jamaica, and it's good rates, and transfer credit, they really like that.
Oh, all right. So what do you think about Uganda turning 50?
I think it's really good. It's a real milestone. Also, Jamaica turned 50 this year as well, so I really definitely feel the love. And if you have this, you can always call and say Happy Independence Day to all the people.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too. Bye.
You can register this SIM online as well, so you can top up very easily. You can stay in touch with back home basically by transferring credit online, like she explained. You can transfer online as well.
All right. So it's both online and
it's out in our markets as well, in retail sort of markets. There are about 60 to 70,000 retail outlets where you can buy a top-up. All you got to do is see where there's a sign called ePay or PayPoint, and you can basically go to any one of those shops and buy a Viz Mobile.
Okay.
Viz Mobile voucher.
All right. Thank you.
Top up here. Thank you. It's very easy.
Yeah, I know. Thank you so much. All right, joining joining us is Daisy. Daisy was born in 1962. That means that for her, Uganda does not only turn 50 today, she too also turns 50 this year. So it's a very special year for you.
Oh, yes.
Tell me about how you're feeling right now.
Oh, I'm feeling so happy, and I thank God for the 50 years. It's not been easy. It's a struggle, but that's it. That's a life. We all struggle in life. But I feel I have achieved something, and I thank God for that.
Later in the day, there were speeches made by various speakers, including the Ugandan High Commissioner, Her Excellency Joan Rabiomere, and religious leaders from different denominations. Phase 2 was about entertainment, but before that, here is Rosemary Nankabirwa having a one-to-one chat, including Her Excellency Joan Rabiomere.
Uganda stands 50 today, not today, but well, Uganda is 50 this year. That's a great achievement. What do you think, in your opinion, is the biggest thing we've achieved as Ugandans?
Stability, economic stability, political stability, good governance, and it's looking good. The future is looking good.
All right. As Ugandans in London, what do you think we should look forward to now, coming, in the next 50 years, starting this year, of course?
Keep on track, working hard, and continuing to make contributions towards the growth and development of our country, Uganda. They're already working very hard, so just continue.
So what's as a Ugandan, what is the thing that you love the most about this year's celebrations?
The unity, the solidarity, the joyfulness, the togetherness. It is absolutely heartwarming.
Joining me now is Mr. Seblume, who's the Assistant Commissioner to the UK and Northern Ireland. Nice of you to talk to us. Thank you. So let's talk about independence in 50 years. What have you got to celebrate today?
First, you celebrate freedom from foreign rule. Secondly, you celebrate the achievements. People say that you haven't achieved much, but I think we have achieved a lot.
And what do you think it is that
one
we
of
have
the
achieved?
biggest achievements is we've remained one nation and one people for 50 years. No part of Uganda has struggled to break away from Uganda. And I think that's a very big achievement. People say that we've had a lot of problems, that's why we are not developing, we have not developed. But that's not the issue, because, for instance, Tanzania has not had the kind of problems we've gone through, but they are not developed. So we need to do some serious thinking about the criticism we level against Uganda.
All right. As a Ugandan, what do you think we should do to move away from just criticizing to taking ourselves to the next level?
The next level will be transformation. I mean, transformation is the key word for the next 50 years. I think beginning from this year, you can see that there has been a difference in the way we approach issues.
Definitely.
And I think one of the biggest ways we've moved away from the past is how we define the problems we have. What do we need to do to develop? We have now identified the constraints why we have not developed for the last 50 years.
Why haven't we?
And one of the issues is lack of infrastructure. Roads, energy, and manpower development skills. A few days ago, there was a report launched, or rather a program launched. Actually, in 2010, we launched a 5-year development program.
Yes.
The National Development Program.
Yes.
It identified these issues. You can see that now we are looking, a third of our budget is put into education. And the education we are now trying to pursue is the education that emphasizes skills.
Yeah.
Skilling.
Yes, yes.
We are talking about vocationalizing education. There is a program for what we call BTVET, Business Education, Business Vocational and Technical Education, the BTVET, so that we make the student a wholesome student, a holistic student, a student that can create jobs, not somebody who goes and seeking jobs. Okay? Not a job seeker, but a job maker.
Okay. But you know, okay, we have let's do this very wind up, very in summary. What is our 5 steps that we need to do to cover, like, because we don't have that much time, airtime. But we need, what in your opinion are the 5 steps we need to take to move to the next level? Just briefly.
The what? Briefly?
Yeah.
What?
The next 5 steps we have to take if we're going to move to the next level.
One of the best, one of the steps we are going to take is 1, spend enough money and effort on creating the necessary infrastructure, the good roads. Spend enough money and effort on skilling the population, give them the necessary skills. Spend enough money on developing the primary sectors of the economy, agriculture, mining, energy. Spend enough money on health, so that you have a healthy population. I think basically those are the key areas which the next 5 years will see us launched into a middle level economy.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sebeliwe, for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Well, we're still here. Uganda is celebrating 50 years, and here in the UK, celebrations had to wait until today, the 13th. And I'm speaking with the CEO of Salabed, one of the organizers, no, the sponsors of the event. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
Now tell me, just briefly, one of the biggest businesses in the UK by Ugandans. What do you think in the last 50 years we've achieved? The biggest thing you think we've achieved?
I think it's the freedom of speech in the country. You see the media, you guys are doing a wonderful job, and the government has allowed you guys to carry on doing it and doing it responsibly. I think that is a very great achievement. And then also the education level, there is quite a high level of literacy in the country. It's all good things.
All right, so what had you expected Uganda would have achieved? I know what we've achieved thus far, but what had you hoped we would have achieved by 50?
In another 50 years?
No, in these 50 years that we've just done.
It is really hard to tell, but only judging from my time, from when I was growing up to this point, I've seen a lot of changes. So within our means, I think we've achieved what we can achieve, and I still believe there is a lot to achieve.
All right.
Yeah.
So where do you see us in the next 50 years, you think?
Past what Britain is at the moment, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopeful, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't see any reason why not.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking
Thank you
to
very
us.
much. Thank you.
Right. Let's talk about Uganda and how we are celebrating 50 years of independence.
Yes.
Isn't it fantastic that we are 50 this year?
Very much.
All right. We are agreeing on that one. I'm very happy we are 50.
I do 100%.
Now let's talk about the challenges that we have as a 50-year-old, very young nation.
Yes, please.
What do you think we need to do to take ourselves from a developing country to a mid-level developed country?
Well, to be honest with you, Uganda has the potential to grow at a good level. Considering the governance, the good governance we have, the best security, and the people are really committed. Well, as one speaker has said, we are not going to go backwards to blame. Mistakes were committed in the past. We had an agenda that was not implemented. But we have good people now that have seen what mistakes we made. And we have got a good leader who has set up a pace and a roadmap. He called them bottlenecks. And if we can address these bottlenecks he highlighted, I think we will move very well.
So what is it that you're celebrating? The biggest thing you feel like, this is what I'm celebrating today as Uganda turns 50?
We're celebrating our power.
No, you. I want you.
I'm celebrating, my happiness is I'm celebrating a kid that grew up to 50 and is still alive. That's Uganda. We've got the best resources we are looking at to develop. That's why I'm saying that in the case of in the near future, the resources like the petrol that have come at 50, the new power stations that are coming up, why don't I celebrate? If I had a leader who is stupid and poor-minded, does not think of infrastructure development, and so that he can boost our economy, then I wouldn't be celebrating. I should even celebrate. Why not? We've gone long time and again about the security system in Uganda. Look at the northern Uganda. Had he failed to contain the situation in the northern Uganda, I wouldn't be celebrating. But I'm celebrating. We overrun Konya. It's no longer a big deal. So the people of Uganda are now going to be enjoying 100% peace from Kabale to Kapchorwa and then from east-west.
All right.
Well, why not celebrate?
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us. Enjoy the rest of the celebrations.